DJI just officially confirmed the Pocket 4 Pro. The dual camera is real, optical zoom on a DJI Pocket camera for the first time, and the Creator Combo is the most loaded kit DJI has ever shipped with a Pocket camera. But the price is up around $700, and if you're in the US, there's a real question about whether you can even get one of these since DJI was banned. So let's get into it. From the leaked unboxing, you can already tell the Creator Combo is loaded. The camera itself, an extension handle, a mini tripod, a fill light attachment and the filters, a wireless DJI mic transmitter, a magnetic clip, a wide-angle lens attachment, plus the standard cables, a wrist strap, and an upgraded carrying pouch. And honestly, that's a lot more than you used to get. With the Pocket 3, I remember when I first got it, I ended up buying a tripod, ND filters, a mic mount, all kinds of basic accessories almost immediately just to make it usable. So having all of this included from the start makes a real difference. Especially if you're new, you take it out of the box and start shooting properly. You don't have that moment where you realize you need 3 more accessories. But this also signals what DJI is doing with the Pro. They're not just selling a camera anymore, they're selling a full creator setup. And depending on how you look at it, that's either really smart or it's a way to push the price higher. Because if you already own the Pocket 4, you probably have most of this kit already. For you, the Creator Combo doesn't really add much. But if you're coming in fresh and the Pro is your first pocket camera, this is honestly a much cleaner entry point. Now on the design, at first it looks pretty similar to the Pocket 4, same general form factor, same flip out screen and gimbal mechanism. But the second you look at the front, you can see the difference. 2 cameras up top instead of 1. The main 1-inch sensor we had on the Pocket 4 and a second dedicated lens with 3 times optical zoom. Honestly, after using the Pocket 4, I never really felt like the form factor was the issue. The thing that was missing was reach. So adding the second lens without changing the form factor is exactly the right move. It still feels like a pocket camera. The only thing is, it's still not waterproof, same as the Pocket 4, but that's basically expected at this point. You've got a gimbal with moving parts, small gaps, plus these cameras already get warm. Sealing them just isn't really realistic. But the real question is, does that second lens actually change how you use this camera? Before we dive into the specs, I'd really appreciate it if you like the video and subscribe. It really helps. Thank you. From everything we've seen so far, this version of the Pocket actually feels like a meaningful upgrade, not just a refinement. The main upgrade is obviously the dual camera. The main camera keeps that 1-inch sensor we had on the Pocket 4. And then there's a second dedicated lens with 3 times optical zoom and up to 6 times lossless zoom, so you can shoot wide for vlogs and B-roll, and then switch to telephoto for cleaner subject framing without losing image quality. That changes the camera in a real way, because every previous Pocket has been stuck with just the wide lens. The interesting part is that you're getting 4K up to 240 frames per second, which is amazing. 14 stops of dynamic range, 8K recording at 30 frames per second. And there's also a rumored new color profile called the Log 2, which would give even more flexibility for color grading in post. Active Track 7 carries over for subject tracking. You've still got 107 gigabytes of internal storage built in with 800 megabyte per second transfer speeds. There's 4-channel audio recording with full DJI Mic 2 support. And on the design side, you're getting the magnetic attachment system, dedicated zoom buttons, customizable physical controls, and the same flip-out touchscreen. So basically, either this is the Pocket 4 with a second lens, possibly that new color profile, and the most complete kit DJI has ever shipped with a Pocket. Same camera platform underneath, just more capability on top. On top of that, the dual camera also opens the door to new modes. Switching focal lengths in the same shot, smoother zoom transitions, probably new active track behaviors using both lenses together. We'll see how all of that actually works once we have the camera in hand, so subscribe to stay updated. But at the same time, some of the limitations are still there. The battery is still not removable, so if it dies, you've got to recharge the whole camera or use the battery handle, which I believe it's sold separately. Unfortunately, it's still not waterproof, so you can't take it out under the rain or in the sea. You'd still need to use a proper action camera for that, like the DJI Action 6, for example. And the price is going up, around $700, which is roughly $200 more than the standard Pocket 4 at $499. So you're paying a real premium for that second lens. And if you're from the US, this is the most important point to understand. After DJI was banned in the US back in December, neither the Pocket 4 Standard nor the Pocket 4 Pro is in official US retail. Though, I've seen the Pocket 4 on some third-party resellers. I'll link it down here. You could buy DJI products from other countries like Canada or China and import them into the US. That's totally possible, but I'm not sure how the warranty and customer service will play out. So, should you wait for the DJI Pocket 4 Pro? This is what I think. If you already have the Pocket 3, this is finally a meaningful upgrade. The optical zoom genuinely changes how you can use the camera. Personally, I'd skip the Pocket 4 and go straight to the Pro, assuming you can actually get one. If you do a lot of vlogging where reach matters, or you film events and interviews where you can't get close to your subject, the optical telephoto is genuinely useful. And if you're new to pocket cameras, especially in the US, honestly, the Pocket 3 is your safest bet right now. It's the only one available through normal retail, it's significantly cheaper, and it's still a really capable camera in my opinion. The Pocket 4 and Pocket 4 Pro are great options if you're outside the US, or if you're okay with going the alternative market route. Links to the current best prices on all of them are in the description if you want to check those out. Now, I'm curious what you think. Would you upgrade to the Pro or stick with what you've got? Let me know in the comments, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.